So all set here for the qualifier one that is going to be played between the Tigers and the Thunders. The Thunders captain, no hesitation in putting the opposition to bat first under these conditions, where it's slightly cold and is going to be getting even more chiller in some point of time. So second innings, you expect a little bit of dew factor to creep him, and that's what prompted the skipper of the Thunders to off to field first. Here comes Roshan with the first ball. Lifted down the leg side, starts off with extras. At the very first ball, so you expect just need to come on target sooner than later. Just trying to bang the ball very hard on the surface, looking for a bounce, surprise. Oh, lovely delivery. This is much better. That's the good length, and that's exactly the area. Thought that there is little bit of seam movement. Maybe after pitching, yeah. Have a look at the replay here. Yeah, there's a zip as well. It's beaten by pace. Skidded on quickly. Very lively surfaces these are that we have seen the matches. This might run down. The fielders are giving the chase, but the ball wins the race. The first boundary of the qualifier one for the Tigers. Clipped off the legs there. Straying down the leg side. It's the second occasion that we have witnessed him straying down the leg side. Easy boundary there for the picking. Ambe Parvatkar. Definite change in the guard here from the Tigers camp. So leg by. So both batters are yet to get off the mark. We've seen runs so far, all of extras. Played with soft hands, and this time definitely gets a single there. And will get off the mark. Ambe Parvatkar. It's very well run. Good start here. Very much steady. Looking at so Roshan was not quite up to the mark in the previous game. The last game, he was taken for plenty of runs by the skipper of Warriors, Govind Lotlikar, when he just smacked him all across the park for boundaries and sixes. And then he was taken out of the attack. But here, I think this under these conditions, under light, he is certainly going to get little zip and got the ball in the right areas. The batters so far are being very watchful. They got runs, and most of them of the extras in this over. It's the end of one over. Is 9 without loss. Surprised not to see Om Fati into the attack. Most of the times, bowls that first over. Maybe some different planning, different strategy. Dr. Rohan Badwe, after gaining a lot of confidence by picking up the player of the match in the previous win for the team, bowled excellently. Run out opportunity at the non-striker, sent back by Ambe Parvatkar, but he came back on time. Chetan. And I think they must have really strategized here. And having seen not the top batters, Nikit Dalal has not come on, or maybe for Vaibhav Naik, they must have kept Om Fati because he's a wicket-taking bowler. Is over the top on the leg side, short ball and put away. Very well played on the leg side. Sambe Parvatkar gets off the boundary, the first boundary for him. Moves on to 6. Come out with a good intent, very much onto his body, and just picks away the spot. No one there in the deep. That's a good shot. He's playing well. He's not played too many matches, but he's certainly very much early into his innings. Has started well. Moves the score to 14. Decent start. Few extras considered, but the batters have come out with the intent here to just get runs off almost every ball and try to score as much as possible in the power play overs. That's well run, very well run here by Chetan. That is what you need to do. If you're not getting the boundary hitting balls, you need to just rotate the strike. And that is what I think the Tigers captain and the Tigers think tank must have told them. And should not just bog down at any point of time. We should always be with a positive mindset. Just look to keep scoring of almost every ball. This time it's a dot one. Another single taken, ball ricocheting off the wickets, but yeah, there is enough fielders backing there. So a single to finish over number 2 is 16 without loss Tigers. That's in the air. Fielder underneath and takes it very calmly. Well taken, trying to just go once again over the top and has perished. The idea was to accelerate, the idea was to take the aerial route, but it's Roshan Naik who strikes. Is the first wicket that has been lost by the Tigers. 16 for 1. So Nikhil Dalal walks in at number 3 after the exit of Ambe Parwatkar. Intention was to just get a few runs in the power play overs, just not get middling the ball, getting a leading edge and giving the catch straight into the short covers region. Well taken. That's the first wicket that was taken by the Thunders, courtesy of Roshan Naik's second over. They are at the back of solid performances, both these teams beating some of the best competitors in this MCL season 11. The Tigers had to win all the 3 matches, and they managed. That was almost caught and bowled just towards the left hand side. Struck well, just got his hand. Must be stinging a little bit. Yeah, you expect that when the ball has been timed that well by Nikhil. Surprised with the full toss ball there, but just going to be a dot ball. So got to be ready there, Nikhil. Important. What a contribution that he had in the last game. Amazing innings. Was that what happened there? It runs down for 4 runs. Not the most comfortable shots. I think he got maybe the bottom edge and just away from the keeper. But most convincing boundary. But he start off. Has skidded on. Pure edge, I think. Pure edge. And that was just towards the right hand side of the keeper. Not the best of the keeping job here from Saish Mamre. I think it raced on too quickly towards the right hand side, but I think he could have put in a better effort than that. Just could not move away with the ball, and now they are looking to put a man in the slip. That was a big chance because Nikit is the man that he is in form after a lot of confidence, after a lot of hard work that he has done in the previous innings. Well played, excellent shot, excellent shot. This one, nothing wrong done by the bowler. Back of length, just merely opening the face and timing the ball crisply, placing it nicely away from both those fielders. Absolutely nothing wrong with the ball there. There's good bit of timing and a good bit of placement. That shows the form that he's in. So he's off straight away with 2 boundaries in the first 3 balls. That is what Tigers will be hoping for. Nikita comes with a high reputation and he also comes with solid performances as well as a lot of runs in this competition after his skipper Vaibhav Naik, who is leading the chart for the Tigers team. He was on top for most of the part of the time, but he was overtaken by I think Vedant Naik, who was handed over the red cap just for his consistency. And although Avengers were out, but he was certainly the best batter throughout the league stages, most consistent. Although his contributions were very impactful, but that could not create the impact for the victory of the Avengers because the finishes never happened. They lost matches very, very close. Close ties they won, which they could have won easily. Yeah, that's sharp. Excellent. But there is a man down in the deep. Certainly has played really well. He controlled it. The ball is coming nicely onto the bat, and if you provide with a width there and slight short, it's much easier to play the shots. So single to finish over number 3 is 26 for 1 Tigers. Here is the first look, and I expected once Nikit Dalal has come on. That's exactly where I expected Om Furte, because I think most of these Om Furte's over will be kept against the best batter. And if you see the top two batters is Vaibhav Naik and Nikit Dalal, undoubtedly. And if they can get rid of Nikit Dalal here, they will get Vaibhav Naik on the crease quite early, and that will be the plan. Early comes on, better it is for the batting side. So well played this one, using the pace of the bowler and using the line, the ball coming back in and just gliding it. Just an absolutely silky touch that he's in so far. Nicely done. Very much in control. Didn't intend to play it hard. That shows that how good a form he is currently going on, Nikit Dalal. And that's why captain has a lot of confidence in him as a batter, and he has delivered most of the time. That's a sign of a very matured batter that is turning out to be. Because when the onus is high on you, when there are a lot of stakes that are high on you, and when you deliver, that speaks volume about the talent. Another one, another one that swept away. It was not a sweeping ball, but he has certainly decided to take on Om Fate. Back-to-back boundaries. This is high-class batting from Nikit Naik Dalal. We thought that he might just watch him and be cautious, but when the batter is in so good form, this is an absolute super stuff. Enjoying this when someone is taking on Om Fate, because he has dominated as far as bowling is concerned for the Thunders against all the opposition. But here is finally he's getting the tough competition here as the batter is looking to play the shots and is getting the boundaries. What's the plan here from home now? Tigers 35 for 1. They're certainly rollicking at the moment. Another one, another one. Yeah, looks to be just scrape through in between the gaps and just opening the face of the bat and gliding, bisecting both the fielders, beating them, and goes for 4 runs. This is all about pure timing. Look at this shot. Once again, coming back with the angle. Hardly any room that was given. He just once again opens the face and just glides down towards the backward point and third man region. Exciting stuff here going on at the moment with 3 boundaries being struck against Om Fate, 3 consecutive deliveries. Just enjoying the batting of Nikit Dalal at this stage, and is crisply hitting the ball with utmost ease. This shows also how good the wicket is. 40 for 1. Both are very highly competitive sides, and certainly if you talk about the batting and bowling, on paper certainly Thunders have got a lot of options in terms of bowling and batting deep down. We have seen how well they chased at 169 runs, and they always back themselves chasing, having so many all-rounders in the camp who can be flexible, who can be shifted anywhere up the order. They can be also bowled down. Wavered over here from Om Fate. This is ordinary bowling from Om, and that's another boundary. This off the bat, is it? So definitely off the bat and coming from the bat of Chetan. Yeah, well played off, well clipped off the legs. 4 boundaries being hit. End of 4 overs is going at 11 runs per over. 44-1 Tigers. So Iftikhar Agha has been brought here. He is bowled decently in for the Thunders whenever he has been asked, given the ball in his hand, picked up wickets early in the power play overs as well. That's why captain having the confidence in him. Once he sees the game is just drifting away, as the Tigers have got to a blazing start. And especially what happens when Omfat is being hit for 4 boundaries in the power play overs. Suddenly, he might be bowling those 4 overs. Captain has that much of confidence. You might bowl one odd over that has been hit well by the batters. Good timing. Over the top. Still looking to play the shots. That's exactly the intent here from the Tigers. Now, once Omfat has been hit for some runs, what will be the plan B of the skipper Sudhir Fateh, Sudhir Sheth? So, what is the plan? Swept away. There is no one. Full toss ball. Easy clipping. The ball certainly going to run down for 4 runs. That's not the best of the deliveries when no one is there in the deep. And 50 up here for the Tigers in the 5th over. Going at 10 runs per over now. Time wide. Iftikhar Agha. And you got to be precise with your bowling, especially in the power play overs. Can't bowl full tosses. You can't bowl the draggers. There is hardly any protection on the leg side for the bowlers. You got to be very careful. Look at where the field is set. Nikhil Dalal has raced on to 28 of just 11 balls. 29, in fact, of 12. So just the 1 over for Omfat as he was taken for plenty of run in his first. As Nikhil Dalal just took him on and raced away with 3 boundaries of 3 runs. Well fielded, very well fielded. The ball was travelling, he flashed it hard, looking for the second run and turning around quickly and sharply for the 2. So both are young batters. That is why I think a lot of thinking must have been done here by Vaibhav Nayak as well as the Tigers camp. They realize we have seen how many mistakes technically have been done by many of the sides that have lost a game. One batter who was not a swift runner, and if you send a partner who always love to take the singles, that has stopped the run flow. Poor bowling. Another one drifted down the leg side. Might run down for 4. Might run down and ball wins the race. This is absolutely ordinary bowling here. They need to just bowl it on a tight leash and they are just losing the line and length and they are absolutely losing the grip of the match so far. Thunders not having the best of the time. Just into 5.2 overs and the score has raced on to 60. It's a great beginning here for the Tigers innings. They hope for such a start, moving at around 10 runs per over. Dr. Rohan Badwe has conceded 15 runs, and because of these 5 extras, it is shooted up. It's very close. He's taking a single there. Run out on the cards. He makes it there. He makes it in the end. Shout was there from Nikhil as he was coming at a danger end. And in the end, they made it quite comfortably. But the batter was unaware where the ball was and he was not ready. He heard a call, he heard a shout from his partner and then reacted and then makes it very well in the end. Shot. What a shot, this one. With authority, with command, that is batting at the moment. Such a splendid innings that we have witnessed from Nikhil Dalal. The form that he is in, and the enigmatic show that he has showcased here against the spinner as well as the medium pacers. Has not allowed any of the batters to set into rhythm and smacked it all across the park. And he was brutal against Om Ferte and is more dominant on the leg side. And we've seen so many boundaries being hit from that fine leg region towards that square leg as well as cow corner region. This is getting better and better here for the Tigers this start. Raised on to 65. One of the best I think we have witnessed in MCL season 11. That's out. Looks to be the age there. Yes, he was already on to 33. He just floated it outside. He went for the drive. Catch taken, but a superb innings here from Nikhil Dalal. Just entertaining everyone with his high-class batting shots on the off, on the leg. He was just one shot away anyhow to get out. So he just went hard, getting the bottom edge and easily taken by the keeper. Nikhil has certainly done his job. He is happy while leaving the crease and given a very, very good platform here for his team to just go and move forward in the right direction. 33 of 14 balls, laced with I think almost 7 boundaries there, and all 7 were crisp boundaries. Superb innings here from Nikhil Dalal as he walks off. So Viraj Thar comes in, well bowled, right on the mark on the very first ball against Viraj Thar. Marks the end of good over that picks up wicket for Dr. Rohan. But I think still the Tigers are racing on. 6 overs gone, 65 for 2. Superb start here given by Nikhil Dalal to his team, Tigers. So the middle overs after the end of the power play overs, and it's Chaitanya and Viraj Thar in the middle here. So Vaibhav Naik has kept himself a little bit lower in the order. Just might be if acceleration is required, if the things slow down here, certainly he's the one who can get it upwards. Well played. The covers for a single. So Iftikhar Agha bowling his second over, this time from the far end. Doesn't provide that much of pace when he's bowling. That's the advantage that he has, driven firmly. And this is the phase where you need the batters to just move around with singles, doubles, and then maybe a boundary in between. Not every over, but maybe in 2 overs or so. Too much wide, and that's why the single taken. 3 singles of the last 3 balls, apart from the first dot balls. And Chetan is batting on 14. Of 13, Viraj Tar is batting on 1. Qualifier 1 has been a lot of talk about this qualifier 1, having seen both the teams performing so well, driven but straight to the fielder, but they are just going to get an easy one. If you talk about the Thunders, they really perform well throughout. Missed by the fielder in the short covers. It was a simple take. I think it's Sudesh Rane that fielding in the short covers. Key position, I always says that. And 7 overs gone in 71 for 2 Tigers. That's hit over the top, and that's gone. Gone long distance. What a whack that was. Ved Mamre comes into the bowling attack, and what a welcome to him. It must have come him as a surprise there. It was not short, and it was just good length. He just smacks it, like slaps it down the ground. You must not have enjoyed that scene with Mamre. Might expect him to be bowling a little quicker here now. Well bowled, just angling the ball away. Sometimes you are just surprised when you have been hit for a 6 like that. The very first ball, you didn't bowl badly either, but the batter was waiting. Full toss. It's over the top. Should be another boundary. They're smacking them all over the park. Most of the bowlers turning expensive here. Slight twist, slight room. And then batter coming with fast hands. That's more like it from the Tigers. They came out very aggressively. They came out with a clear-cut thought. I think they must have definitely had a discussion, had a chat about what sort of total they need to post against this formidable batting lineup. And this might run down for one more. Doesn't have that much of legs there. Just might be a couple of runs towards the third man. Saish not having the best of the day behind the wickets. Certainly done far better than what he has done today. Not bending down too low. You can see getting up quite early. Not easy is the keeper's job. Always a thankless job. Whenever you are doing well, you are being praised, you are being hailed, and but it's always the bowler that gets the credit. And little smiles here exchange for the keeper sometimes. Yeah, congratulations, mate. But most of the credit goes to the bowler. In spite of the stumping and the run out that created by the wicket keepers, 8 overs gone. It's 85 for 2. Are they looking for a couple of runs? Om Fateh has been brought back. Once again, another partnership is blossoming here for the Tigers. There has been absolute no slowdown in the run rate. Might be just a bit, but not too heavy. Still going at 10 runs per over. Well clipped on the leg side. Viraj Thar is also looking good with his feet movement today. I think he certainly must have been playing in different tournaments apart from MCL. And that is what sometimes when you play in different tournaments, sometimes you play in different wickets and get some runs over there. That can be transformed here. That confidence. Oh, wow, what a shot! This is an absolutely skating attack on Om Fateh. Slightly short, but look at the way he has aggressively put it away. Just giving himself room on the leg side and is just smacking it over the top. Fast hands and a great result. Just enjoying this batting after Nikhil Dalal has headed off. It is Chetan that who has taken on the reins of scoring. Slashed hard. This might be another boundary. It's wielded well there. Just going to get a single. Timing the ball well and hitting the ball hard. Hitting the ball hard as well as timing it. That's dangerous here for the Thunders. Fabulous wicket, certainly. Hardly any ball that has done too much or kept low. Down the leg side, another one. This might be 5 wides. 5 wides. Is the ball rolling over? It's going slowly. It's heading for the boundary. Might be stopped inside. And yeah, just stopped inside a bit. 3 runs will certainly be taken. So in fact, 4 wides. Well, Om is absolutely off color today. Off color today. See the figures here. It's absolutely dented here at 29 without loss. No wicket and 1.4 overs. You must not have an image in a Monday like this. Black Monday certainly so far for Om Fateh. Still 2 overs left here. He can make a good recovery. He's still a good bowler. Should have been a single there. Maybe the non-striker is tired and it was his call. He's coming at the danger end. Big appeal. Certainly don't know for what. It was no appeal from behind the wickets, and the ball was easily going down the leg side with the arm. A dot ball to finish over number 9. 96 for 2 Tigers. So in comes the skipper Sudhir Sheth into the bowling attack. What a performance he had last time around with the ball and with the bat. Was there a chance? Very difficult down the leg side. We can't blame the keeper. Got to be really quick in your reflexes and picking the length early in line as well. The wide. He's getting a good drift there so far, but he just needs to start from wideish line outside the off stump. If he bowls straight, it's going to be much easier to be put away on the leg side. That's another no ball. That's not good here. He's looking for a single there. So 106 for 2. Sudhir Sheth just bowling few wides here down the leg side. Got to get it right back. As nicely bowled. This was much better. He just floated it out there, right in the block hole. Could not get the elevation right underneath the ball. It was a free hit there. And he had a license. He did try to walk across, hit the ball hard. 107 for 2. Great uh, beginning here for the Tigers. And now they are looking for the acceleration and looking for the finish. They've got the batters to do it. Vaibhav Naik is yet to arrive on the crease, and he will be very pleased after a very good performance from the batters. Everyone contributing handsomely. This batting order that has been sent for the Tigers has worked, and I felt that maybe Thunders could have bowled a little better. They bowled on both sides of the wicket, and so many extras been considered down the leg side. And that is where things went up just little haywire for them. Could not able to control the ball precisely when it was required. Hit back pass so strongly, no chance. Well, the bowler was under threat, the umpire was under threat, and the ball traveled at the rate of knots, crossed over the boundary like a tracer bullet. Well, talk about a catch. That was definitely not one. Definitely not one. He hit it really hard there. You can see the reaction from the umpire, and no chance for the long off to cut that off. Appeal there on the front foot. Look at the desperation on the face of the skipper there, who's bowling. Sudhir Sheth just wanted to plead with the umpire to get it out. He was on the front foot, so impact needs to be seen here. $112 for 2 after 11 overs. $112 for 2 in 11 overs. A big scare of the earlier ball. The shade benefit of the doubt goes to the batter. Umpire feels maybe the drift was just taking it down the leg side. So Sudesh Rane comes back into the attack here. Time play towards the backward point region and getting a single. 33. Chetan is just one shot away. One shot away to get his 35. And this is the first 35 from, I think the second one from Chetan, as in been promoted up the order. He's been very successful. It's got confidence going. This has been clipped away on the leg side. Fielders there stopping the ball. Might be looking for a single, just single. Well fielded by Abid Mamre. Covered a good part of the ground and was going off balance, so kept the ball back in play. Looking to hit the ball in the air. Yes, over the top. This is a big chance. Roshan Naik coming underneath it. And he gives it for 6 runs. That hits these palms and goes over the top. Everything going the Tigers' way. Sudesh Rane, well, he's not pleased at the fielding effort. But finally, he just takes the ball over the top. It was too high. It was too difficult as well. And yeah, Roshan won't be happy with that. He's a far better fielder than that. Viraj Star now also going close towards that 30. Maximum a player can get is 40 when he's hitting the 6 of 34. Otherwise, it's 35 plus. He gets him. Looks like he gets him. And this is referred on top. Has the back lip gone on top when the bells had gone out of the grooves? Certainly, it has been referred on top, and it will be up. The match referee, Dheeraj Narvekar, will storm into action. And let's see. Nicely tossed up. Invited him for the drive. The batter looks confident, but we got to see it in slow-mo action. So match referee is going to have a close look at it. So the decision is certainly coming and it's not out. The back clip just came on top, but for a moment, not for too long. And is grounded it well, and he was quite safe. Pretty easy decision in the end for the match referee to ascertain 121 for 2. It's in the air. This will be another chance. This is also dropped. Sudesh Rane must be thinking, what should I do now to pick up wickets other than fielders not helping me for the cause of the team, not backing the bowlers. The final, only one thing left here for the bowlers is to bowl them clean bowled. Nothing else left. 12 overs, 122 for 2. Thunders are having a bad night today. Very much off color in fielding. Too ordinary. They have been far better. They are a young side. I always say that, and you expect them to be more pumped up, do better. Suddenly, the climate is that the temperatures are going down a bit. It's getting chiller. It will go by as the night progresses. Sometimes when the ball hits the palm or the fingers hard, it is definitely going to sting a bit. It's over the top. There's a fielder down there, and it's taken straight into his throat. It was a tall and big man, Ved Mamre, patrolling that cow corner region, and finally the catch has been taken. Looking to finish it off, and this is not the first occasion that we have seen a batter getting out on 34, trying to launch himself for the big one, and has been perished out in the deep. And still no signs of Vaibhav Naik. It's 123 for 3 in 12.2. So very well played here, innings. Once Nikhil Nagdalal hit it off, Chetan Kamath took the responsibility of the scoring, and it's really got a very confident shots and solid middle order batting here from him and Viraj Thar. 34 runs. He just got it from 28 balls. In comes Dinraj Paikot. It's getting wonderful in deepers there, floating it nicely. The ball dips in at the last moment. That's why, especially anyone who is early on to the crease, need to look at it carefully. Playing like a in swinger and play it just better it straight down the ground in the V region rather than closing the face early or looking for the cover drive, because you might just miss the line altogether. Can be trapped. That's driven firmly and easy 2 runs. Good cover drive here in the deep. 126 for 3 in 12.4 overs. Viraj Thar has raced on to 31 of 23. Once again, another bet, and we'll be looking for maybe a 35 plus. And I see Web of Night coming in next once Viraj Thar will hit off. So this shade has not bowled badly. Apart from those few wides that has drifted down the leg side, some chances has been created by him which has not been picked up. He's bowled decently on this wicket. Economical as well as picked up 1 wicket. Om Fateh, the best bowler in this camp, certainly off day today. It's been missed here. Are they looking for a couple of runs? No, it's been sent back. Throw coming at the wrong end. Throw coming at the wrong end there. Dinraj, he was a big man, so it's not easy for him to turn around. And just lucky to get escaped over there. 13 gone, 128 for 3. So Iftikhar Agha brought back again to bowl his third over. As down the leg side, should get a comfortable single. Viraj Thar. How many times we have seen batters getting out on 34? So many batters, because they are looking for that big hit, and sometimes being taken in the deep, or sometimes just ages, various ways that are being bowled out as you just look to whack the ball wherever it has been pitched and wherever it has been bowled. That's high. There's Roshan underneath, and it's been taken. Well judged here. I told you, Many batters are walking off after getting those 30s, 32s, 33s, 34s, and another batter, Viraj Tar, looking for that big shot. Went high, just too high, did not get the distance, just got the elevations there, and has been taken well by Roshan Naik. So that's another wicket gone by, 129 for 4 Tigers. $129 for 4 in 13.4 overs. In comes Vaibhav Naik, the skipper, the leading run getter for the Tigers, the second leading run getter so far in this competition at MCL. And he has kept him a little lower down the order just for that acceleration. He is the most consistent batter for this team. Just a failure in the previous outing. But apart from that, we have not seen too many failures from the bat of Vaibhav Naik. Pushing straight away down the ground and just gets a single and gets off the mark. So what's the projected score saying here at this rate? Is showing 195. With Vaibhav Naik, if we can accelerate a little bit here, certainly can get more as well. They're going at around the 10 runs per over, and if they succeed in doing so for few more overs, we might just see 200 up on the cards for the first time here at MCL. This should be a boundary. That was hit very hard and well placed. So Dinraj is using all his muscles, all his power, and there's no chance for the fielder to cut that off. So Tigers continue that onslaught against all the bowlers. Losing wickets still doesn't matter for them. They know that they have to get this is in the air, and this might be another boundary. Everything going right for the Tigers tonight. It was slightly wide, and they cut away very sharp and hard, and it's going once again for the boundary. One towards the leg side, one on the offside. They move on to 138. Another one that has been floated just inside the guideline. Another good over here for the Tigers coming is 14 overs gone, 138 for 4. There's might be a couple of runs. Yeah, they get two. So Omfort being brought back here, especially for Vaibhav Naik. If, still they can get rid of Vaibhav Naik. The projected score suddenly might dip down a bit. So his wicket is very crucial. Well played. As he found a gap, no, finding the fielder. The ball is finding him every time. And just another single slight blip in the field, but made a very good recovery quickly. Looking to hit the ball across the line. Yeah, he's a big guy. And then certainly backs himself on the leg side. He's bowling a lot quicker in the air and bowling the armers. Yeah, just going down the leg side there. Just half-hearted appeal from Om Fatte. Just missed it once again. Missed it once again. And that's what I say. Not having the best of the night today. Many of the fielders, many of the wicket keepers. An appeal there from wicketkeeper finally, but it's been referred. He doesn't look confident. Slight late. Doesn't look confident, and that's why he had not appealed. But later reaction, late appeal has been referred on top. Could not get the bails off at the first attempt, and that's what delayed an extra fraction of a second. But umpire is having a look. Let's see whether the bat comes on time. Not out. Very late here. The bat had come down. If it was taken in the first attempt, it was definitely gone there. 141 for 4. This has been good over here. By far the best over here from Om Fate. Just getting the things batting in control. And that is why he has been brought here, as the acceleration was coming there, getting runs pretty easily. And Vaibhav Naik won the crease. Is he looking to pick a couple of runs? And he was sent back because he can keep the strike of the next over. 15 overs gone. A good over finally from Om Fate is 143 for 4. Straight back, just stepping it out. and not looking to play it straight. Good throw from the deep here from Om. Sometimes when we see you are trying too hard here to get those big hits, and you miss the timing and you try to play up wrong shots, the false movement of the of the feet there, and many a times whenever you look up towards the projected scores, many of the teams have faltered in getting towards the projected, in spite of having a very solid start. 144 for 4, you bank themselves to get towards 180 plus or even 190, but certainly we have seen many teams faltering also in the last 5 overs. Then you got to be careful here in the last 5, especially Vaibhav Naik. Got to see that he bets through, and if he bets through, you can see the score in between 190 to 200. There's whipped away on the leg side, picked up the gap nicely, turn around, and he's always a good runner. The 2 runs taken. Sudesh Rane fielding in the boundary line is still taking the charge. He is the co-owner of this Thunders camp along with Saish Mamre. We want young players to take the key positions and need to stop those boundaries, and that's why this is a phase where you see a lot many balls going towards the boundary, and you need to cut those boundaries for the Thunder side. 147. Vaibhav Naik is not exploding at this stage. He certainly knows there is a lot of time left in this game. My presence is utmost needed. If I bet the entire quota of overs, we can certainly get more. This is in the air, crucial. No, it was in the gap. It slashed, lot of width provided, and it goes in the gap, and it runs for 4 runs. Just rolls over for 4. Good chase given by Paul Fernandez there, but Vaibhav is getting his boundary. 150 up here for the Tigers. Another one. Straight down, but he's still not hitting the hard to go take the ball across the park for the sixes. Just very, very much cautious as well. So it's not the full-blooded the drives or the lofty shots. Is the check shots at this stage. Where Naik has already got a boundary. So still just maybe a run rate has gone touched down a bit here the last couple of overs. But if we can they play shots like this, Dinraj Paiko, they can still get more. The 2 runs should be easily taken. And it's the end of over number 16 with those two. 154 for 4 Tigers. It's another good shot. Sudesh Rane. 4 overs to go, including this one. And you expect them to get somewhere around 12 runs per over at least. So they will get somewhere around 48. And if they do so, then they get past that 200 run mark. 200 run mark. I had mentioned one time that 200 is very much possible with the wickets that we have. This is the best MCL season that we have seen. Earlier ones was always for the spinners. You have spinners in your camp, and you put the fielders in the deep and take the catches. Most of the work is done. Well bowled. .156 for 4 in 16.3. A lot of crowd here today. Certainly quite cool climate. The temperature is going down every moment. And 156, although you sit it out in the middle between the Tigers and the Thunders. The Thunders will have that task cut out to chase this one. The biggest total they will have certainly have to chase in this MCL season, or for that matter, any team. We have seen, I think, 193 being the highest total posted so far at MCL season 11. And if Vaibhav Naik bats well along with his partners, certainly I see this going past. Well clipped on the leg side. And very well run. Very well run. Very hard running. Looking for every opportunity to pick up those runs. 2 runs taken here. .159 for 4. They still not got too many runs. Well bowled here by Sudesh Rane. When the batters are looking to get the boundaries, he just given 5 runs in this over. Just 5 runs. Because he's bowling slow in the air. Excellent over here from the experience and season captain Sudesh Rane. 3 overs gone, and he's quite economical so far. 22 without loss in his over spell. 17 gone, 159 for 4. That's gone. Well played. Very well played. And this might run down. Might run down. Yes, tickles over for 4 runs. Super batting here from Vaibhav Naik. That's very creative and very, very intelligent. Using the pace of the bowler here, Om Fateh, and just scooping it over the top. Super batting. That's how T20 is now moving forward. People look to play some creative shots and special shots here, and nothing wrong. We have seen many a times in the international cricket, and Vaibhav was showing one more signs of his batting prowess. Whacked on the cow corner region, gets a single. See, hardly has done anything. He has not smacked the ball too hard, but still gone on to 22 of 13. And Dhinraj, in spite of spending a little bit more time, is batting on 15 of 14. He is trying to just muscle himself away for those sixes and boundaries, and has missed the timing on most occasions. 164 for 4. They'll be hoping to get some hits here from Dhinraj, who comes up charging down the track, advancing, but gets just a single. $165. Just 15 balls left. Can they get towards the 200, or where they are going to finish? Good partnership between Vaibhav Naik and Dhinraj Paikot. A lot of weight, and yeah, wide call here. Wide call. Now he's trying to bowl from over the wicket. Om Fateh is considered 41 so far in 3.3 without picking up a wicket. Not seen a spell like this from Om Fateh in the last couple of seasons. So expensive and so ill-directed in this game. Going for the reverse. That's went in between the legs of the keeper there, Sahish Mamre, and that also goes for 4 runs. Well, both are having a verbal spat here on this boundary, but I don't think so. Whom to be blamed here? Whether Vaibhav has done anything wrong, but this is also the reverse hit that has been showcased here by Vaibhav Naik. Is shown the orthodox scoop shot, and now he's showing the reverse one. $170 for 4 in 17.4 overs. So so much of noise and so many things going here in the commentary box. There are so many masters here, masters of cricket, masters from the masters team, and their supporters. They'll be playing tomorrow for the eliminator game against the Knights. Even some Knights have come here to witness this game. So are the Royals. Well bowled. Anything that is dot ball, yeah, that's got to be bowled. A good ball. Om Fateh, a day to forget here for Om Fateh. Absolutely a day to forget. Doesn't want to see these figures again in his life. Has been whipped on the leg side. Will get us. Oh, that's also a miss. That's how the day has been. That's how the day has been here for the Thunders and Om Fateh. He just missed the half century by 1 run, Om Fateh, and it's 174 for 4. $175 for 4. Om Fateh, I was just telling that he has missed the half century by 1 run. In fact, he has considered a no ball, and this is going to be a free hit. 50 runs, turning out to be one of the most expensive bowler. The best bowler, not having the best of the night. This also goes for 4 runs. Super bowling, batting performance. Class, absolute class here. He's taken the class of all the bowlers, especially Om Fateh. Going for the reverse, using the pace and just directing it for 4 runs toward the third man region. That's very, very high class batting. 179 for 4 in 18 overs, and Thunders certainly shivering here, shivering by the batters of the Tigers. Here is the scorecard. You see, everyone contributed, right from Chaitanya Kamath, and you can see Ame Parvatkar. He has just given the start that was required. Nikhil Dalal scoring 33 in quick fire time with Ashtar, and so can be said about Vaibhav Naik and Indraj Paikot. Vaibhav Naik has played an absolute blinder of an innings here, playing on 34 of just 17 balls, one shot on the away to get towards his 40. Look at the figures there. Apart from Roshan Naik, 10 runs per over for Dr. Rohan Badwe, 13 runs home for 13.50. The most expensive, 54 without getting a wicket. .179 for 4 and missed it. He's been the best bowler tonight, certainly. Not, in fact, it's Paul Fernandes. Surprised to see a new bowler bowling the 19th over. That's well played. And it also goes in between. That's hit with tremendous power there. The ball just races on and goes for 4 runs. He's hitting the ball very, very hard. He just walks across the stumps and he backs himself on the leg side and he gets the boundary. 183. Dinraj has moved on to 20 of 17. More bounties like this is going to be better year for the Tigers, especially coming from Dinraj. This time, was it missed here? Just too eager. I think eagerness is seen here in the batting of Dinraj Paikot, trying to just create something out of ordinary. Well bowled, very well bowled here, very well bowled here. Kept it away from his uh, hands there, kept it away from his reach, and bowled is slow. This is experience, very much experienced. I got to see it here where the bat is grounded. So they just want to slow it down a bit. Might be touch and go, might be more closer than we anticipate here. So here comes the last over from Iftikhar. Vaibhav Naik is on 34. Certainly, the climate is getting a little foggy out here. Yeah, I see a lot of drastic changes happening in the atmosphere. Vaibhav Naik over the top, man in the deep will be taken. Well caught, very well caught here. And certainly Vaibhav Naik going for the big one once again has been caught. And very well bowled here from Iftikhar. Once again, not afraid to toss the ball up. And Vaibhav Naik, fabulous innings. 34 of just 19 balls, 6 wickets down at 183 and faltering in the last phase. So 184, 3 balls remain. They were cruising towards the highest total at MCL season 11, just over before. But Paul Fernandes has bowled superbly in the last one, just conceding 4 runs. And now Iftikhar, 2 of the season campaigners, have been given the ball in the hand here by Sudhir Sheth. And they are doing a great job. They control the things and control the boundaries very well. Driven well, will be looking for a couple of runs. Yeah, easy to 186. It's a big total, no doubt about that. But I certainly felt they could have certainly reached towards the 200-run mark. But that finish, that explosion in the last 2 or 3 overs has not come. Another one over the top. As he timed that well, fielder is going to stop the ball. And very well fielded. Another 2 runs with Mamre coming all the way from covers to extra covers region. Hitting inside out over the top. Rajaram Kunekar. Couple of runs, back-to-back deliveries. 188 for 6. Good over once again from Iftikhar after that earlier over from Paul Fernandes. Thunders will be delighted, I think, not restricting the Tigers to 200. Although not happy with their bowling and fielding performance. They have been a pretty good side as far as fielding is concerned. Might be look to pick another couple of runs. Fielders in the deep, waiting for the boundaries, getting the 2 runs. Might be out. We have to wait. Going for the 3rd run and the finger has been raised. So 2 runs it is going to be Saish Mamre as well as the batter there, Rajaram Kunekar, had a good run there towards the non-strikers, and in the end, they get 190 for the loss of 7 wickets, 191 being the target set. Never allowed it run rate to drop from over number 1 to over number 17, 18, where they were going at almost 10 runs per over. But after that, they just needed 3 boundaries and 6s. In the last 2, which didn't come. Good last 2 overs for the Thunders, but overall, if you see, it's been a dominant performance here from the entire squad. It started there from Nikhil Naik Dalal with just taken Om Fate for 3 boundaries, and that was the highlight. And Om never came back on the track. They got almost everyone out of the track with their stunning batting performance. Everyone contributed handsomely. There was a lot of shot around. Aggressive batting performance here from the batters of the Tigers. They rode high against the Thunders throughout, and that's why you see a total of 190 posted in the qualifier ones. And it will require some chasing from a long batting order of this Thunder's team to chase 191. We'll be back in a short while. The start of this run chase of 191 runs, and straight away Balkrishna Adarkar being introduced into the attack against Saish Mamre and Om Fatte. Dr. Poundurane is not available for this particular part qualifier one. Even he was missed in the last game. So Saish Mamre was opening the batting, but he was run out. I think it was the very first ball that he got run out. But still, I think the other batters batted really well, batted out of the skins to perform for bowling down the leg side. And if you see, both the balls have been delivered down the leg side, but how well that has been kept here by Vaibhav Naik. Excellent keeping, good glow work behind. And I think if you sum up the entire first innings, there are so many byes that have been considered, so many chances that have been missed behind the wickets. Saish Mamre not having a great day as far as the keeping is concerned. It's certainly make a men's of it. A bad day at the box office as far as the keeping and straight over the top and might get a couple of runs. Well fielded, well covered. In fact, just looking for a single. I thought they should be getting 2 runs there. Om Fatte, the two of batters, they not having the best day. Om Fatte is considered 54 runs in the 4 overs that he has bowled. One of the most expensive spells in this entire competition. And certainly he was one of the best bowlers as far as the Thunders is concerned. And always picked up wickets tonight. He was wicketless. Just got the news that he was playing a GCA A Division match here on the same venue, same ground, morning till evening, and after that he's continued to play here at night for the Thunders. Not easy, not at all, playing the 40 plus overs games and then coming and playing the 20 overs. It takes a lot of toll on the body. Sometimes you can underperform. But can he just recover himself in batting? Driven nicely, shot there. Well played here in the covers, full length ball, and excellent shot to begin. So the first boundary of this run chase from the bat of Om Fatte and the Thunders in the covers. That's back of length. That's slightly quickish here. Earlier one was a drivable. This one now is slightly back of length. You can see placed one man in the deep square leg and one in the deep mid wicket. Deep mid wicket I can understand, but in the deep square leg, in fact, if he's going to bowl the sweep length and straightish, and I think, oh, just over the top, just enough to get it for 4 runs. Just could not get a jump on time, and it was really whack there. Came with a lot of force. Needed quick timing, quick jump there, and it was missed by the fielder. Yeah, the jump never came. But Om Fatte has come with a clear mindset. So anything in his half is just going to go downtown. Anything he believes that can get the boundaries is going to go very hard at it. They need a start. That's too short. Poor bowling here from Balkrishna Adarkar. Was lucky to survive over there with just a leg by. End of over number 1. 2 boundaries seen from the bat of Om Fatte is 12 without loss. Nicely played. Looking for the single there. Saish Mamre furious out with a no call from his partner. Feels that they have to also get the singles. Viraj Tar. Superb spell from Viraj Tar in the previous game for the Tigers. Picked up 3 wickets with his bowling spell. Firm drive and gets another boundary into the covers region. One against Balakrishna Darkar, one against Viraj Tar. Just gets his front leg off away from the position and then just drives the ball crisply and firmly for 4 runs. Third boundary of this innings from Om Fati, 16 without loss into the second over. Now it's much better. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. This particular field for Om Fati, man in the deep mid-wicket region and man in the covers. He's strong in both those areas. We have seen many of these captains utilizing this field. Already given 2 boundaries there, and another one that's been whacked. Very well fielded. Very well fielded. Dinraj Paikho, their big man, coming back down on time. So when you are looking to play more shots, there's always going to be chances somewhere coming the way of the fielders. And Vaibhav, we can see he is moving the field now, and must have definitely have a word. Man coming at towards the fine leg region. Maybe he's asking to bowl close to the pads, persisting with that, as he is very much good when he's driving the ball and hitting it in the covers at long off and mid wicket. So maybe you're trying to cramp him for room and trying to bowl on his pads. That might be the plan. Yeah, that's much better because still he's trying to give himself room. That is a sudden plan here to bowl as straight as possible, not give any sort of width here to for the full extension of the arms, where he's very good in the covers. This is why you have to create a shot here. Just try to create a shot. Bowled well, and this is poor running. This is bad running with the wickets. This was easy 2 runs there. This is frustrating Om Fati, frustrating the partner. Certainly 2 runs there. The ball was placed nicely in the gap. Lot of time. So let's see the challenge here from Saish Mamre. No one on the leg side and getting the bottom of the bat. The end of 2 overs is 18 without loss. So Nikit has been brought, maybe just to bring in a change. They brought 2 spinners. Pinty bowled at first over, but He just erred in his line on a couple of occasions. Maybe the captain feels that let's try a medium pacer here for 1 over. Shot there, played it on the rise, but finding the fielder in the short extra cover. Excellent bit of timing there, but could not pierce the gap. We have seen medium pacers utilized in the first innings, but the ball comes so nicely onto the bat. You can whack the ball in line, and much easier to score the shots. Worked on the leg side, looking for a couple of runs. Aish Mamre and gets it too easily. This time they make it quite comfortably. The spin play and a miss here. Swing and a miss from the batter. I think so loud support here coming in the qualifiers. Some teams are out of the competition but enjoying themselves. That's this time he gets it over the top, but there's a fielder in the deep, so he's just going to cut that off for a single. Sometimes when you bow out of the race, better is sit on the top in the gallery and enjoy. And definitely no problems there in commenting over the game. Because expert opinions there almost everywhere. See the players of Avengers, see the player of Royals, some of the Stallions coming up here. They know that they are out of the race. Now let's enjoy these qualifiers without any sort of pressure. The only serious players who are effectively watching the conditions as well as the match are the Masters. They are playing the match tomorrow against the Knights. But before that, we have got a run chase of 191. This played on the leg side. Man kept towards the backward square leg. Gets a single. The temperature is showing somewhere around 23, 24, but I'm telling you, the cold breeze coming and hitting us hard. This time, certainly that wind as well, the direction coming maybe somewhere from the south towards the north. Full extension of the arms, but missing the timing. Just walking it for a single. I don't understand. You need to put the pressure on the fielders in the deep. Good over here from Nikhil. He finishes his over, the third one. 23 without loss. Just a 5 runs considered by Nikhil. And he gets him, knocked him over. Absolutely nothing short. Just swinging away from the line and the pitch of the ball. Ketan Kunde comes and strikes. Saish Mamre departs. Just struggling there with the timing. He thought of just going over the top and missing the line altogether. And that's the first wicket falls down. 24 for 1. This play to the fielder, run out opportunity, underarm throw, direct hit, he would have been gone there. Well fielded, very well fielded, good backup by Pinty. Ketan Kunde. The 25 for 1 in 3.2 overs. The first wicket has been taken here by the Thunders. They chased 169 against Warriors comprehensively in the 16th over itself. But this Tiger side, is not like the Warriors. They have got many good young performers. They've got a very good leader as well in Vaibhav Naik, who is marshalling the troops very well. You see them, their backs were facing the wall when in the air, that's over the top, sliced it, not convincing, wanted to go it over the covers region, but lucky to get it over the top at the third man region, gets the boundary. Tricky one for Om Fateh, moves the score to 29. That's why the coaches tell you, whenever you want to slash the ball, slash it hard. The reason is this, most of the time just might escape and get it over the top of the fielders. There's a lot of noises being heard, shouts here from the players. Oh, that is smacked. Absolutely brute force and sheer timing. Right in his arc and goes up downtown for 4 runs. Superb shot. 33 for 1. So back-to-back boundaries here from Om Fateh. It's come with intent right from the first ball to just get the boundaries and get a good score in the power play overs. (33 for 1). Om Fateh has raced on to 22 of 12. Paul Fernandes has joined in to give company. Paul also got run out in the previous game. Just could not do much with the bat this particular season. But this is the opportunity for Paul to rise on the occasion with so much of experience, so much of runs behind in his entire career. And that went away from Pinty. Hat-trick of boundaries from the bat of Om Fateh. Balkrishna Dorkar just tried to stop it, but it was always going away. He plays it well. He's very, very strong in the covers. Floated up there. And once again, just gets it away from the fielder. 3 boundaries. Home is just giving the taste of the medicine that was given by the batters. 3 boundaries. Hat-trick of boundaries was hit by Nikhil Naik Dalal against the bowling of Om Fateh. But Om now is just trying to revert it back, return that was handed over to him. Clipped away. This might be fourth one. No chance for the fielder to cut that off. 4 boundaries in 4 successive balls, and they have raced on to 40. So 4 overs gone. Om Fate has raced on to 30 of just 14 balls and 41 for 1 after 4. That's wide. The Paul Fernandez gets the opportunity to come on strike. Om Fate not having the best of the day in bowling, but certainly is just turning it on here against the bowlers of the Tigers. Sensational shot making, shots all round, especially very hard in the covers region. Anything that is touched Fuller, he has driven it so beautifully down the ground. Not in any thought of bother. Even if one shot has been miscued, that went for 4 runs down towards the third man region, but after that, he still has backed himself, backed to play him shots, and he has been successful getting those 4 boundaries of 4 successive balls. Paul Fernandez just trying to sway away from the line, just floating it out there. Intelligent bowling here from Nikhil is just trying to bowl it a little slow. So another one hit straight back. So 3 dot balls in a row. That's good bowling. That is what they have to do. Keep bowling those dot balls, even if they are not getting the wickets. That will mount the pressure on Om Fate. Another one, swing and a miss. Paul has been sent up here just to whack the ball, but you just also need to come in line. You need to hit the ball first before whacking the ball, and that's what he has been missing. Line altogether. He's just floating it outside the line of off stump, doing it continuously. The big chance, aging there and taken in the point region. Very well done once again, keeping it out of his reach. Just trying to play across the line, and once again, well taken. Good catch taken by Viraj Thar in the point. Second wicket goes down at 42. That's a wide call here this time. .43 for 2 in 4.5. Sahil Odal Parker has come on the crease. The same order almost you see last time as well. Although Sahil missed his opportunities. There were a couple of runouts in the first 3 wickets that has fallen in the Thunder's match against the Warriors, but they still played well. Shot played and should go for 4 runs. Just went away from the fielder in the short backward square leg region and runs for 4. Just the ball coming back in and just flicking it away. The end of 5 was 47 for 2. Another one over the top and another one, and that's the innings. Goes to 34 runs here for Omfate. He's been very hard. He has hammered down the ground for most of the deliveries that has been pitched full up. No mercy shown. Anything in the arc, whether it is Ketan or whether it is anyone, he's just gone hard and got the boundaries. So many runs, so many boundaries in the V area downtown in the covers. 34, one shot away here, 50 up with that shot for the Thunders in the 6th over, last over of the batting power play. And he will be looking to get at least another boundary, if not a big one. He will be looking to get boundary and finish his innings. That's missed there. Across the line, Ketan Kunde is all pumped up. He's not happy that the batter has gone hard against him and got so many runs there. Four boundaries against Ketan Kunde in the previous over and one boundary to begin this over. Already 5 boundaries when both have competed against each other. Well bowled, 2 dot balls. And that's it. He finishes the innings. That's his played down towards the square leg region. Easy ball, full toss, and as easy as it gets for the batter who has just blazed away with so many boundaries. It's too easy for him. Rollicking start given here by Omfat is raced on to 38 of 18, and he finishes off on a high note. Kept the run rate quite upwards, upbeat here for the team of Thunders to chase this 191 runs. As he moves out of the crease, they lose the 3rd wicket. It's 55 for 3. So end of the power play over, 6 overs gone, 56 for 3. $57 for 3 in 6.1 overs. Roshan Naik has been good. He has got many consistent 35 plus scores, and that has got Thunders back in the game many a times. Good partnership with his partners. 4 runs, that's the boundary they were searching for. Width was given, not convincing looking boundary, and he gets it down towards the third man. But they will take it. Good shot, firm shot, firm drive. Today is looking good. He's looking to play shots on the offside, and that's more like it. The previous games I saw maybe just playing with the very hard hands and trying to play across the line, and now he's at least those 2 shots. In spite of being an outside edge, I thought he's looking to play. There's a firm approach in the subconscious mind to play it down towards down the ground, and in the covers playing it straight, searching for boundaries of almost every over. They got this one. Good over so far from Nikhil. In fact, a good spell. Very much control the things when the things were going away for other bowlers around. You see someone like Ketan Kunde, KK has been conceding so many boundaries. You should try and stop the boundaries, at least the boundary hitting balls, if not the boundaries, because like an outside edge, you can't do. You got helpless as a bowler. Well bowled, coming back in. Was it the 2 sounds? Was it 2 sounds that was heard? Certainly a big appeal there from behind the wickets. They might feel that that is close, but unsure whether that was a thick inside edge or not. There was a big inside edge there, and that's why I heard the sound here in the commentary box. It's too short. Yeah, dragged his shot. He wanted to bowl, maybe surprise the batter with a slower bouncer. close to his body, drifted down. That's good drive down the ground at the long off region for getting a single. So 7 overs gone. Boundary has come off that over, 65 for 3. Sanat Kamath has been introduced, starts off with a half tracker, played down the ground for a single. This, these two players have just to take the game maybe around 10 11 overs and just see to it that they get somewhere around 8 to 9 runs per over. They need to push and hope that boundary comes off almost every over. Murmay Das is yet to be seen. Any good batters are still there. Sudhir Shade, Dr. Rohan Badwe. And a shot there. And one bounce, 4 runs. I told you he was bowling the half trackers. That's been pulled away and pulled away in absolute blazing fashion there. You can't bowl this length. The man in form, Roshan Naik, getting the consistent run. You pick the length very much early, going deep into the crease and not just smacking the ball easily. Firm drive. And I was mentioning about the boundary. So if you see the last over, they got a boundary down to the third man region. This time slightly short. It was pulled away. Got the boundary of this over. They are taking the scoreboard nicely along. 6 runs so far of the first 3 balls. Still, the bowler is not on the mark. He's been inconsistent with his length and line. Play straight to the fielder. A slight fumble. Murmay Das. And it's just going to be a 1 run. The hit back straight to the bowler. The dot ball here. 7 runs so far. Anything under 8 runs per over, I think it will be a good over. Roshan, that's good bowling. This is pretty good line. So looking for a second. Sahil denied. So just 8 runs coming off the over. 8 overs gone is 73 for 3. So two bounces and it's a no ball, and next ball is going to be free hit. This one free hit. Bowled well with the armor there. Should be pushing for a couple of runs at least. Played well there, coming in towards the body and played it towards the square leg region with the turn with the ball coming in. So just the first ball, and now you can see players need to get themselves warmed up. The conditions are really chill out here, very chilly, very, and it's getting colder and colder as the night progresses. It's foggy as well. Atmosphere not easy. You can see the ball are not landing, and ball is coming right on the bat easily when Murmedas is bowling, and it's been a very effective bowler, very effective in this competition. Picked up 4 for in one of the games. Picks up wicket most of the time whenever the ball has been delivered by the skipper Vaibhav Naik. He banks heavily on Mrunmay Das to pick up wickets, and he is so good at it, bowling the precision, line and length, and the variations in the air. They should be looking to push for another couple of runs. That's what you need to do if you're not getting the boundaries. The second time couple have been taken. This is what you need to do. 80 for 3 in 8.3. Thunder certainly thinking positive about going towards a target of 191 runs. And they certainly know a thing or two once you have chased 170 close. Just oh, that's missed there. Hit the ball too hard. You can see he's having the problem to grip the ball. Is it a sign of dew factor? He's almost wiping the ball every time. Certainly, this over is not up to the mark. Not having the best of the start here. Another one slow. Has been whacked for 4 runs. In the gap, too slow, too short. And a poor over here from Amran Medas. Absolutely ordinary. 85 for 3. Sailadal Parker is also marching very well ahead. 19 of just 10 balls. He expected a cracker of a match between both these two sides who are at top two, especially when the Thunders have a strong batting lineup and formidable one. We have chased some big totals before in the league games. We expect them to do well in the qualifier one. And that's excellent bowling. That's the ball that I was speaking about. We'll give you more options of taking the wickets. 9 overs gone. It's 86 for 3. They were going really well here, Thunders, towards the target. Yes, played straight into the hands, but they are taking the singles. Good bowling change. You got Viraj Thar. Ranmai Das, I saw, not warmed up himself, and the ball is not getting released from the hands nicely. Shot on couple of occasions, too full as well. Not the right pace, certainly, I feel. As that happens when you are not getting the right feel of the ball, the grip of the ball. Someone like Viraj Thar, this is very much the right pace. Well driven here. Should be at least a couple of runs. 2 runs taken here in the deep. Viraj Thar is someone who doesn't give too much of air, and he relies on the pace, variations, and the length. Ranmai Das, as a bowler, has got a lot of variations. You see left armer, very effective with that angle. Him Weber will be thinking of getting him after the halfway mark, and he'll be hoping to pick up a wicket here. This partnership certainly blossoming very well. 90 for the loss of 3. Just another 100 runs away, and they are doing it at ease at the moment. Even if they are not getting the boundaries, they are getting the couples, driving and also playing on the leg side. Lot of gaps. Belted down the ground. So good dot ball here from Viraj Thar. So has been a little good over here from Viraj Thar. That's much better. That's much better. He's bowling well here at the moment. Viraj Thar. Dot ball, couple of dot balls to finish over number 10. Halfway marks done. 91 for 3. And exactly 100 runs required of last 10 overs. Pushing for 2 there. Fielder in the deep and well run. Very well finished there. There's the advantage of calling early. Roshan is denying the 3rd run. So Balkrishna Karfinti has been introduced now. Weber is trying the field, but he has been very good in placing the fielders in different positions, but he's not doing it so today because he knows if I get many fielders inside and the boundary is considered, that will get down the run rate, dropped a bit. Sahil Adwal Palkar has played so well today. 26 of 15 balls, much better innings. Straight to the fielder, but they get in one and they might get one more. No, Roshan is not looking at the second one there. Is rotating the bowlers around nicely here. Time pushed on the leg side. Just drifted down the leg side. Was it off the pads? Vaibhav Naik going hard after the ball, chasing well there. 2 runs taken. The spinners are having a problem to grip the ball and also bowling in the right areas. Once you are feeling difficult here to grip the ball and the release, if it's not coming as what they like, then you can see the length and lines are missed by many of the bowlers on most of the occasion, many of the spinners. That's why you see the towels there behind, that wiping it off almost every ball, just trying to get it little drier. Whipped away on the leg side, looking for a couple of runs. No, just going to be at a single there. Nikhil fielding in the cow corner region. Instead of spinning the ball, looking to spin the ball, I think pushed up deliveries is going to be much better. 11 gone, 99 for 3. So Viraj Thar into his third over. He bowled well. And a fumble there will be getting at least a couple of runs on the Kamath at the backward point region. Fly there, straight over the top. Missed time. We'll be looking to push for a couple of runs. Well run, run out opportunity on the cards. But Sahil is very, very quick. Very quick there. It was not bad feeling, but I think it was very well run. They are taking the game a little deep here. I can sense it. And they are creating an atmosphere here for Med Mamre to finish the game. And this big run chase. Running very, very hard. They are the only team I feel there that can chase these 191 runs, having such a deep batting lineup. And most of the batters are in good form. Good nick. He's straight back, dropped. Dropped there. Viraj Thar. Well, it was a difficult take. It was firmly hit there. You feel from the cameras there, you feel from the screens of your mobiles that it was easy one. It is never That's well driven this time. Well fielded, putting the body behind, gets a single there. Well, they won't feel bad if the singles are being taken. They have to stop the boundaries. They need at least a couple of overs to go in their favor, which is not happening because the ball is coming so nicely onto the bat and they are timing the ball so well. It's been much easy here scoring runs in both the innings, and for bowlers it is getting difficult and difficult to grip the ball and also bowl exactly where they require. That's why Mrunmay Das, you can see just 1 over for Mrunmay Das, and he's been taken out of the attack because he was struggling with his line and length and to grip the ball. Cracked it. And that's goal for 4 runs. That was firmly struck off the back foot, cracked it. A lot of width given and trying to stop off his foot there. Runs away quickly. Both tried with their feet, but the ball was timed even better than that anticipation. Super batting. They get one more boundary of over number 12. 109 for 3. So 10 coming off this over so far. They got the boundary they were waiting for. Both the batters are moving into 20s. 25 of 20 for Roshan. Sahil playing on 29 of 19. Certainly the best side that has been picked here by Thunders. They were having a very, very bad day today. That's in the air. That's also missed. Poor effort from PT has been taken from the short covers to the backward point region. And that half stop, he was just maybe putting his hands off at the last moment and goes for 4 runs, back-to-back boundaries. The ball is coming everywhere, every time to Balkrishna Rarkar, and he's being struck very hard. 12 overs gone. Very expensive over. 14 runs conceded of this over by Viraj Thar, and he's 113 for 3. In the air, just in the gap. Should be comfortable too there. Wherever the ball has been hit, it's going into the gap. Just almost like the last game when they were playing against the Warriors. They were pacing it nicely, pacing it so beautifully. And once again, this partnership has got them back in this game. They've got Dr. Rohan Badwe, they've got Sudhir Sheth, they've got Ved Mamre. Still a lot of bleeding left in the Thunder's camp. Driven firmly. Another 2 there. They're putting the ball in the gap very well and too easily taken. See, that's why many of the teams will opt to chase with the conditions getting harder and harder for the bowlers to bowl at. So well run here. Moves on to 33 of 21. Sahil Palkar. Certainly, that this innings has kept them in this game. We're bowling right in the block hole. So many batters in the first innings as well. We saw a few batters missing it out on 33, 34. I say that point every time because at the back of mind, you know that I'm just one shot away, and that's where many of the wickets have been fallen in 30s. Good bowling, firing it in. That's better. That's actually the right technique here when the ball is not turning, no turn whatsoever. There is a lot of dew pouring on the surface. Atmosphere is foggy, so it's better off you are trying to curtail the run scoring. and hope that a few dot balls brings in the wrong shot from the batter. Clipped away. So, that's very well done. Very well done here. The ball was traveling quickly to him and he's putting the body behind. Very smart from CK. Missed it once again. So 2 dot balls we witnessed in this over. Good over here from Balkrishna Adolkar. Just 6 conceded. 13 gone, 119 for 3. Started. And this might run for 4 runs. It might. Oh, good effort. Brilliant effort. Super effort here. Saving the boundary. Who is it? Applauded by everyone. You can see even they applaud here. The ball was traveling quickly to him. Raced on, hitting the knees, ricocheting towards the rope there. And look at the stretch. Full effort. That's the commitment. That's the level of performance that you require from your players if you want to move into the finals of MCL. Brilliant there from Rajaram Konekar. Again, the ball is traveling quickly because Roshan is hitting it too hard and too crisply. Roshan is moved on to 33 of 24. Sailadal Parker 34 of 24. Looking for the big one. Ambe Parwatkar is just floating it in the air. That's in the air. Well bowled. Will it be taken? Raju, I think he will settle down for a single. That's better. Smart thinking because anyhow the batter was heading towards the dugout. That's the 4 wicket down. Well played here from Sailadal Parker. Very well played. One of the most impactful innings that he must have played in the entire season 11. Scored at brilliant 35 of just 25 balls at a strike rate of just around 140. So he'll be very, very proud of himself and certainly has kept his team in the contention, in the reckoning of winning this one and going into the finals. Excellent innings from Sailadal Parker. Comes to an end. Well played. Still, they are keeping Ved Mamre a little bit down because if these 2 batters or if Sudhir Sheth coming in next takes the game deep, then he can finish the game off nicely with Mamre. That's how they have been calculative in their run chases. That slice might run down. Roshan might go for boundary. Does he have that much of pace? 2 runs it is. And they might be looking for the 3rd one. Run out on the cards, but they get the 3 easily. So Roshan finishing off well here. Another one who has ended his innings on 36. Ambe Parwatkar has bowled well. You expect the batters to go hard at him, but he has slowed down. He has bowled slow in the air. Very smart, kept it away from the reach. That's where the batters they faced a little bit of problems in timing the ball. 126 for 5, and in comes Ved Mamre. Good innings once again. Consistent man of this team. Man in adversity always gets to the rescue of the team and gets them out of trouble. He does it one more time. Appreciated by everyone. It's been really good. Highly consistent, highly acclaimed. And now 126 for 5. Two of the well-set batters heading back to the pavilion, and both the batters are really fresh onto the crease. The game starts back fresh here for the Thunders. Wade is very, very quick, and he gets those 2 runs easily. And it's not only the big hits that are awaited for from Ved Mamre from the Thunders, but also the running between the wickets. It's been magnificent so far, running between the wickets. They have not lost on any opportunity of seizing and converting the runs from 1 to 2s, 2s into 3s. Cut away. Well stopped. Run out on the cards. Poor throw. Poor throw there. Much better throw. It could have been slightly different. So end of 14 overs is 62 runs needed in the last 36 balls, exactly at 6 runs per over. So Viraj Thar has been the most frugal bowler for this game. Although wicketless, but I think his bowl under these conditions, which are not that easy for the spinners, is bowled well. And that's why he's getting that 4th over. Good game, very, very good game so far. It's still not over because even if you cross more than 50% of the mark, but I think still more 70% of the match is still left because it's always about the finish. You might get as close as possible, but finally it's about crossing the line. There's always one winner. Shot there, what a shot. Well fielded. Excellent fielding, saving the boundary. The boundary was written over it. This was well timed, well played. Overall, a wonderful cricket there to be seen here at MCL. What a square cut that was. It was racing to the fence. 2 runs saved. That is what they require, the Tigers. They require good fielding effort from the fielders. The one trying to play with the back foot, bowling across the line from around the wicket. Surprised to see a slip in there here for the new batter. Pranamai Das is filling in the slips at a situation we are in the 15th over and the match is going neck to neck. I don't think so that will be given. He's bowling from around the wicket. 99% of the time the ball is going to pitch outside the line of leg stump. So it's very difficult to get a wicket there. Good over this one. 4 runs, just 4 runs have been given by Viraj Tar. And if we can stop the boundary here, then nothing like it. Just stop the boundary. As in the air. And taken. He gets the wicket. The dot balls and the 4 runs coming off has really played a part here and in the wicket of Dr. Rohan Badwe. Viraj Tar always looked so good in his spell. Kept it really tight, bowled really well. This was pushed in hard. It was not too short. He tried to play across, getting a leading edge and catch taken in the mid-off region. So he goes back. It's 133 for 6 after 15. Indeed. Fourth over for Balkrishna Darkar. I think he is giving the overs here to the bowlers. Run out on the cast, direct hit required. That was a tough call. Pinty needs to be much closer on to the wickets there. 6 wickets down, and Sudhir Sheth, the skipper, as well as tall batter, the big power hitter, both in the the crease at the moment. The last recognized pair, probably, I can say. Then we are going deep into the other batters who can bat. But this is batters, both the batters can certainly finish the game. What a shot. What a drive. This is absolutely firm and absolutely a class. Authentic drive here. The cover drive that we want to witness. Super shot. Width was given. It's reaching onto the pitch of the ball and hitting it very hard. He's very, very strong player. That's why you got to be careful bowling against him. I think bowling slow in the air is a better option to someone like Ved Mamre. That shift in the air. Will it be taken? Falling short of the fielder. Mistiming it altogether and also slipping at the non-striker. Just going to be 1 run. We have got a tight finish here. 140 for 6. But got to give it to the Thunders. They have so far been calculative. They have so far been measured. But finally, it's all about the last leg. It's all about going past the crossing line and getting the last few runs in the 10 runs per over required in the last 4 or 5 is never going to be easy. Full toss ball that has been missed. Missed an easy one. Maybe just that was just the first ball that he faced. So you can be surprised by that full toss ball. You are not prepared for that at the back of your mind. But sometimes when you get it, you just get surprised and you just get a single. Very attacking field set for Sudhir Sheth because he's just playing the same tricks that he has played for Dr. Rohan Badwe. Just looking to bowl few dot balls and asking the batter to take the risk and go in the aerial way. That was looking for the drive inside edge. Weber is going hard, run out opportunity. But Ved is very quick. Ved is very quick. But you see the effort there. You see so much has been given here by the skipper, Vaibhav Naik, both in batting and now as well as the field rotation. He has to think so many things when he is behind the wickets. What are the bowling changes? Where I have to get a fielder for the particular batter? But it still has that much of heart in it and courage to run after the ball, and that enthusiastic performance should always be there. Passionate about the game. That's what he has been, the skipper of Tigers. 143 for 6 in 15.5. This time a push there. There was the last ball of that over. Will be looking to take the strike of the next one. 16 overs have completed and is 144 for 6. So that's the target there. 47 of 24. I think the key man is Ved Mamre. The moment he's there on the crease, I think is all quite possible. Quite possible for the Thunders. Still trying to set a good field here for Ved Mamre. And he's got the bowling change here. Mrunmay Das, so it's considered 13 runs of the first, but he has him pick up the bowlers for the Tigers camp throughout season 11. So he'll be looking to pick up a wicket for one more time here in the qualifiers. The most important man on the screen on the striking end, Ved Mamre. Oh, he missed that. Missed by Vaibhav Naik. It was bowled very slow in the air, going for the reverse one. Everything is happening. Should be biased. We have to wait for the signal. Certainly by. So he's looking to target up Mrunmay Das. Pick the line. It was a right line here because it was not on wicket, so no risk whatsoever. Exciting times ahead here for the last 23 balls or so for all the cricket lovers here and the followers of the MCL season 11. 146 for 6. Ved Mamre on the crease and Mrunmay Das into the bowling attack, not having so far the precision bowling that we know him bowling. It's a wide call. But I think this particular ball, I think this particular flight, slightly pushing, I think is a good one. Now he's bowling from round the wicket. In the air, it's gone over the top. There's a fielder down there. Will it be taken? Oh, it's been taken. Absolutely marvelous catch. Anything that is taken under the pressure is got to be taken the best catch, and it's the Tigers camp. They have got the big fish here, trying to go over the top downtown, and Mrunmay Das has done the job, bowling from round the wicket, angling the ball away, and he has made the batter to fetch it, not milling the ball, going high. Well judged there, under pressure, and that's the spirited camp. He's punching himself in the air. Why not? It's Dinraj Paikot who has taken the most important catch of this match for the Tigers. 7 down, 147 for 7. So Nitin Maikar has been super subbed here. Not going to be easy for him to hit the ball hard when someone is just pick up a wicket, and that's the most important wicket here of Ved Mamre. Sit in the air, over the top. Should get comfortable too. They have to stop the boundaries and the sixes. They won't be bothered about or twos that are coming in between. 149, one short of the 150. Well bowled, excellent bowling. He's getting that line and that trajectory back now. There's only the first over that he is missed. If he's bowling this way, then it's going to be very, very difficult for the Avengers to win this one. See, he never picked the armor there. That pitched in line at the off stump and came back sharply in. Fly there. This time, lose one. Might get a boundary. One bounce, 4 runs. That was an absolute loosener here, and Nitin was looking for something like that. No half measures, and he smoked it for 4 runs. 153 for 7, 16.5. Still some spark left in the Thunders. They are not going to go down without a fight here. This time is straight to the fielder. So it's just going to be a single. So Mrunmay Das bowls the most important over of this game for himself and picks up the wicket of Ved Mamre. That was the highlight of this over. 17 gone, 154 for 7. It's going to be Ambe Parvatkar to bowl over number 18. Bowl slow in the air. He looked good, picked up one. In fact, no, he was wicketless, but he bowled very well. Was putting a single. Well bowled, very well bowled here. Excellent bowling from Ambe Parvatkar. Very slow in the air. Anything that is not is worth a gold dust. I think they are looking for Nitin to hit the ball hard now, not trying for the nudges here. And this was missed. That is what they want, the Thunders. A few lapses here and there from the fielders of the Thunders. The body was put, but still the ball has gone past in between him and for 4 runs. Now another fielding change being done. I think Viraj Tar has been taken at the long on, swapping the positions. So Viraj and Dinraj Paikot, 160. Vaibhav Naik doesn't want to give anything complacent or relaxed here. He is into thick of things at this stage. Very much focused. Very focused here. He wants a precise positions for the fielders. He is taking time for that. Good shot. Just a single. Single taken was the score to 161. Still 30 more runs to get. 13 balls left. 30 of 13. Sudhir Sheth on strike. He has done. He has struck well. There needs a couple of good strikes here from Sudhir Sheth. Whack down the ground. The fielder has been changed. And there's another misfield. There's another misfield. They have shuffled the fielders, but the result is the same. Viraj Tar was also put under pressure there by the batters. They're whacking the ball hard. They're getting the boundaries. Still alive in this game. 65 for 7, 12 balls left and 26 runs to get. Still the game is alive. Shot once again in the air, but going to be a single. They are looking to pick up a couple of runs and they get it quite easily. But they are not giving and are not going down without a fight. Good ball. That's it. That's it. Got him. He got him. And that is what they were trying to avoid. Nitin played the shot, cut shot. The ball came back with the arm, hitting the leg stump and got rid of that 8th wicket. Well bowled here from Ramedas. 167 for 8. 24 runs required in 10. Another one in the gap. Will get certainly two. Easy two there. So 169. 22 more to get off 9 balls. Still they have to keep the boundaries away. Iftikhar Aga has come at number 10. I've seen him bat up the order many a times for the Advocates League and a lot of tournaments. It is not easy at this point of time. There is no time to get set in, no time to settle. You just come and whack the ball. And everyone is searching for the boundaries, and I will be also looking to hit the ball hard. But he's up against Brunei Das, who is very good in his second spell. Well shot, well played. Putting the body behind. They are saving the boundary. That's how you got to do it. The conditions are very difficult. It's foggy. You might not pick up sometimes the ball in the air, and also the ball is going to skid on quickly, and that's why many of the misfields have been affected, just because the ball is not coming onto the hands cleanly, and just a slight deviation a bit at the last moment can concede the boundaries. 171 for 8. 20 more runs required of 8 balls. Iftikhar Aga, where the boundary is going to come from. Over the top and just over. And another 2 runs. Another 2 runs there. Underarm throw from Nikita Naik Dalal. He doesn't have the strongest of the arms. 18 runs required of 7 balls. 18 of 7. Just 2 wickets in hand. That's the advantage for the Tigers. Batters trying to play across. If they don't hit, and the chances, we are almost heading into the lower order. Sudhir Sheth is on 6 of 3. Iftikhar Aga is on 6 of 3. Looking to sweep there, miss it. The bails have come off. What has happened there? So it's the end of over number 19. Umpires have they referred it on top. So 173 for 8 is where we finish in the 19 overs. 18 runs needed. I think Tigers, well, that 190 was also made to look hard for them to defend. They played really well, Avengers. In fact, the Thunders. And Thunders, at one point of time, till Ved Mamre was there on the crease, they looked very confident of chasing these 190 runs. But once Ved has gone off, the big shots have gone away. Although Nitin Mayekar has tried to put some long handle to good effect, but it's not happened in the big way that they have hoped for. 18 needed of the last 6. So last 6 balls, and Ambe Parwatkar. So far, he has been good. 21 just runs conceded at a time when all the bowlers been whacked around for boundaries and sixes. He has kept the things in control. Now 18 runs, I think Vaibhav is just going to fancy that his bowler is going to defend this, and they move into the finals. Well, you certainly the win predictor is going to be with they are still running hard for the 2, and the throw was slightly away. Throw was away, and they make it comfortably at each ends. Sudhir Sheth. Well bowled so far from Ambe Parwatkar, but Sudhir Sheth has the ability. We have seen he can clear this field. He has done it in the past. He has done it in the previous game. 16 needed of 5 balls. Is there some twist in the tail? Most of the cricket experts will be hoping for a victory here for the Tigers, having seen the situation with 8 wickets down. Well bowled once again. Another 2 might be certainly on the card. Very slow off the box there. The fielder throw coming nicely. It will be a run out, and it is. It is run out. There's no chance that if the Karagai was going to come at the non-striker's end. That's the 9th wicket down. Sudhir Sheth is trying to get the strike here somehow, but sacrificing the wicket there, Iftikhar. 176. 176 for now. Sudesh Rane is having a smile on his face, saying that wide is required at this point. You're still afraid of me at this point of time. Is he looking to stop the single? Very well done. Swivel on the leg side. And yeah, ball is stopping. Doesn't have that much of power to go across the line. So with this single, 178. 13 needed of the last 2. 2 sixes from the bat of the skipper of the Thunders. 2 sixes. Can he do that? Will be looking to bowl slow in the air, but he will also be looking to bowl a slightly wideish line after idea of some just inside the guideline, but slightly wideish, almost around 6th and 7th stump. Ambe Parwatkar, he certainly knows. It's just the 6s, that's why they are not afraid to give away the boundaries here. 4 men deep on the leg side. He doesn't want to take any chances here. Vaibhav Naik is keeping the man, 5 men close to the boundary, 4 on the leg side, 1 straight down the ground at long off. No chances taken here by Vaibhav. And he plays well, but gets the single, could not sneak in. Well bowled here from Tigers. They save themselves after scoring a big total of 190. Thunders looked very good. They were very measured, they were very calculative, but Tigers hung themselves. I think it was Mrunal Mehta's second spell that bowled very well, just like Harvey Noah is very effective and precise with his line and length and the air that he gives. And that's it. It's the Tigers that have marched into the finals, but not without a fight. The Thunders have played an incredible game of cricket here, but it's the Tigers that they move on into the finals. They will be very pleased. Captain leading from the front. He'll be very pleased and proud of the boys, the way they have batted. First by scoring 119 runs, but Avengers will take a lot of positive out of this game. In spite of posing 190, they have not given away this match at any point of time. They fought it out, but this still fall short by 10 runs of the target. Well, the bowlers, Viraj Tar, were very effective with his bowling, picking up 1 wicket. Mrunal Mehta in the second spell, while Krishna Dorkar was handy, although wicketless, but he certainly has bowled quite economically. This is the batting performance. Top order has contributed once again consistently, but I think they needed Ved Mamre to come good today, but which was missed. Here is the bowling card. All bowling decently. I think Ketan Kunde was the one slightly expensive, and Mrunal Mehta's second spell was pretty decent one. And that's how Tigers hung on nicely, and they win it by 10 runs. We'll head back straight to the presentation ceremony. between the Thunders and the Tigers. A great game of cricket that was witnessed, which was stunning, scintillating, and the Thunders just falling short by 10 runs in the end. Now, may I invite the chief guest for today's presentation ceremony? May I request Vinay Samari to escort the chief guest, Sagun Dada Naik, the councillor of Marga Municipal Council and a popular face here at MCC and a friend of everyone. So welcome Dada here at the presentation arena. And may I also invite the captain of the Thunders, Sudhir Sheth. If may I call Sudhir Sheth here, the captain of Thunders, for a talk. Well, Doctor, hard luck. But I think you take the game very deep. Losing by 10 runs when you see a total of 190. I think somewhere down the line you see, I think the fielding was not up to the mark. Lot of buys, lot of extras, lot of catches dropped. I think that has taken the score to 170 to 190.
You're right. I think we gave around 25 runs too many. That midfield buys and drop catches. I think we thought 170, 180 could be feasible. The last 10-15 runs really put us to task.
Yes, but still I think credit must be given to the batters. They still kept coming hard against the bowlers, and I think in the middle overs as well, Sahil Odal Palkar as well playing well, Roshan Naik, and they kept you in the game up till last moment. You needed innings from Ved Mamre, which didn't happen today.
Yeah, I think I feel more disappointed for our top order. Every time they give us a stat, we just want to finish it. I'm feeling bad for them. Om played well, Sahil played well, Roshan played well. We just had to, we just almost on the line, but not on it.
Hard luck, you played well, and better luck in the qualifier too.
Thank you, sir.
That was Sudhir Sheth, Dr. Sudhir Sheth having a chat with us. Now may I invite Vaibhav Naik to come up, please. Congratulations, Vaibhav. After putting into bat first, was there a total in mind from the Tigers or taking the things? I think that was definitely aggressive instinct right from the word go. Was there a clear indication given to the top order batters to go hard after the bowling?
Actually, no. I just asked them to play normal cricket. There was nothing out of the ordinary which we would make to do. But overall, it was just normal cricket. I think there was a lot of loose balls which we took opportunity of.
Yes, and having put 190, I think the batters really batted consistently, especially Nikhil. You paced it really well to get towards 190, and finally, I think the bowlers still have somehow hung on tightly, and the catching was also pretty good.
Yes, absolutely. I think besides the marquees, me, Viraj and Nikhil, I think CK played a fantastic knock. Even in the last match, I think so he has played one of the best knocks I have ever seen. And today also it was flawless.
And it will be back-to-back finals for you as captain. As a skipper, back-to-back finals. You didn't manage to clinch the trophy last time around, but it's great to be consistent with your captaincy, with your scoring abilities, and also remarkable as far as getting back-to-back finals. Not easy.
Yes, I think the loss in last year's final has just grown the hunger, and I think we should do it this time to satisfy it.
Yes, Tigers will be hoping that this Tiger remains hungry till Sunday. Yes, so good luck here, Vaibhav, for the finals. And now, Vaibhav, can I make a stop and kindly come and collect the red cap for the highest run getter from Dada Naik. So before I announce the player of the match, there is one more cap that is going to be gifted away here by Dada, and it's going to be the highest wicket taker, and it's Mrunmay Das. 2 wickets for him today, and he goes into #1 spot. Congratulations, Munawar bhai. And now it's time to announce the player of the match. Well, there were 2-3 players in contention from the Tigers, but in the end, it was good all-round performance from the player who got a very good strike rate up the order and also got 1 wicket. It's Nikhil Dalal. Actually, there were 2 players, but finally the jury adjudicated with a better strike rate. Congratulations, Nikita. Once again, back-to-back man of the match. That is the reward for the hard work that you always put in. And when you're contributing both with the bat and ball, that even more pleasure for you.
Absolutely. Performing in the crucial match like this one, we wanted to win anyhow. So it was, we wanted to play just one match, the first qualifier, and reach the finals. And we started really well. So we had the momentum and we finished the first half very well with 191 on the board. And the bowlers actually bowled well. A few loose deliveries that we capitalized. We batted well actually. And the second half, bowlers, it was very difficult for our bowlers to grip the ball because the dew was very heavy this time. So full hats off to the whole team. Brilliant catch by Dinraj and brilliant boundary riding by all the boundary fielders.
Especially, I thought the intent was very nice and very clear and very positive right from the word go from you. Because not most of the batters have taken home for head on when he is coming into bowl in the power play overs. But you got 4 boundaries and that set the tone for a big total.
As you rightly mentioned, Om is a fantastic bowler. So we wanted to capitalize on his overs. If we didn't want him to settle down and bowl his 4 overs quota for minimal runs. So it was decided that we go after their main bowlers and take them head on.
And the result was inevitable in the end. Congratulations, Nikit, for bagging back-to-back player of the match award. Wish you good luck in the finals.
Thank you very much.
So that was me, Harish Kakurkar, in the presentation ceremony here. And we'll see you tomorrow's game between the Masters and the Knights in the Eliminator at 7 p.m. sharp. Till then, it's good night. Shubhratri Shabbakar. Dev tumka sagnak bari raat diyon.